today. I am with Nicole. She's my colleague here at Habitat for Humanity, Peterborough and Kawartha region. And today we are gonna talk everything about our housing program. So welcome to Turn Radio, Nicole. Welcome to Habitat for Humanity's show here. So we'll just start with some questions and then dig into all of the details about our housing program. So how long have you been working here at Habitat for Humanity, Peterborough and Kawartha region?
Great. Thanks for having me here. I've been working here since February 2022, but I do have 10 years of real estate background, so I'm quite familiar with the process of homeownership.
Thank you. That's great. And yeah, we are sort of a new team, but I think we're working great, and we already know all of the details and everything about Habitat and the housing program and that. So what is your role? What's like the name and what does it entail?
I am the housing program manager.
Perfect. And well, like everyone know, there's a really misconception that Habitat gives free houses to people. So this show, I wanted to bring you in, Nicole, and we can go through, step by step, what are the steps that people can do to apply for home ownership. But more importantly, I wanted to get more information about what's the criteria, because many of our listeners, maybe some of you have already been to our website and you have more questions, but it's important to have these conversations because not anyone can apply, and maybe you think that you can't apply, but you actually can. So what are the family selection criteria, Nicole?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a few categories, so I'll just kind of go over them quickly, and if anybody has any further questions about more in depth of what I'm going to go over, you can contact me and I'll let you know towards the end of this interview. So first of all is the affordable housing need. So it's families that cannot qualify to purchase a home on their own, would not qualify for a traditional mortgage, and may have high rent relative to their income. We also look at the ability to pay, so making sure they have a stable and consistent source of income. Your income must be within the low income cutoff range. People receiving social assistance may apply if there's an additional source of income in the family. You must not have an overwhelming amount of debt. So if you claim bankruptcy, it must be discharged for at least 3 years. If you do have a consumer proposal, we're looking at the same thing as well as proof of your discharge. All household members must be Canadian citizens or permanent residents of Canada and have worked or lived in Peterborough County, City of Kawartha Lakes, or Haliburton County for 1 year. Your annual family income must fall between $35,000 and $84,000, and that is your gross income, so that's before taxes. Your willingness to partner. You're willing to accept all the responsibilities of home ownership, including insurance, taxes, utilities, maintenance, and other common homeowner expenses. You're willing to participate in Habitat's Family Partner Program, which offers support and guidance in all aspects of home ownership to help you be successful as a new homeowner. You're willing to work towards building solid relationships with volunteers, donors, community members, and neighbors as a Habitat homeowner. And lastly, you're willing to partner with Habitat. All Habitat homeowner families must achieve 500 sweat equity hours by helping to construct their own home or through various Habitat programs and workshops.
Perfect. That's amazing. And yeah, that's really good information. Now, Nicole, again, those figures that you were talking about, it's per household, right? So if me and my partner earn, both of us between that bracket, then that can be considered. It's not individually, correct?
No, it's not individual. It is for the household. So if one person makes $20,000 a year and the other person makes $30,000 a year, then that's combined $50,000, and you are between that range.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And the other thing that you mentioned at the end is the 500 sweat equity hours. Now, can you expand a little bit more on that, and what have people done in the past, and why does Habitat require people to volunteer these hours?
So there's many different ways that you can do it. So we do have our resource. They are open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. So if you do have a Saturday off or a weekday off, there's lots of opportunity to volunteer there. You can volunteer in our office. Our office is open 9 to 5. We are closed on the weekend. And during COVID, we actually got a little creative with the sweat equity hours and allowing families and members of the families of the homeowners to contribute to the 500 sweat equity hours. They were also allowing people to do them outside of Habitat, but within your community. So say you wanted to volunteer at the Humane Society in Peterborough, you just have to get in touch with me and I can approve or decline it. And yeah, we're looking at a whole bunch of different ways to contribute to your community as a whole, and not just with Habitat. And like I said, family members, so your parents, your children, anything like that, they're allowed to contribute to your 500 sweat equity hours. We also have virtual workshops that contribute. There's also build sites that you can contribute. So there's lots of fun and interesting and new ways to contribute your 500 sweat equity hours.
Perfect, Nicole. And I guess this also helps family feel a little bit more of ownership, right? Because it's not only a financial burden, but they can also volunteer, give back to the community, and they feel that that's also going towards acquiring a home. Now, Nicole, if someone thinks that they might be available or that they might qualify, what should they do?
So anybody who's interested, you must complete our expression of interest form. The family services team, so myself and the team there, will review all pre-screening applications. And eligible applicants will be asked to attend an information session and then complete a full information application form.
Perfect. So everything is on our website. If someone is interested, they go, they fill up this form, and then periodically you will go and look if they qualify or not, and you obviously will be communicating with them, things that they can improve, things that can be changed. So yeah, so if you're listening right now and you're figuring out or you are interested into partnership with Habitat for Humanity, Peterborough and Kawartha region, go to our website on the housing program page, and you will find all of these details there. Now, we're starting into really going step by step of how the application works. Can you expand a little bit more of if I decided that I want to apply, what are the steps?
Yes, so ultimately we have 6 steps. So step 1, like we were just talking about, applying online by completing the expression of interest form, which is done on our website at habitatpeterborough.ca, and then you click on the home ownership tab, and then you scroll down to the bottom and hit apply today. Step 2, the application is reviewed by myself, and I will contact you to verify any information. If there's anything that I have a question about or anything that needs clarification, I'll be in touch. So step 3, if the process is continued, the applicant is asked to fill out the long form application and provide documentation to support the information provided. So if everything looks good and the calculations are looking in your favor, you'll be hearing from me to fill out the full application. Step 4, once that's done, the application is presented to the full Family Services Department, and then we decide if we are going to move forward with your application from that. Step 5, the application is recommended by the Family Services Department to the CEO for approval. And then step 6, the Family Services Department and the applicant meet to sign a partnership agreement indicating 500 sweat equity hours to be completed, and then a purchase of sale an agreement will be signed at a later date once the land and build schedule is determined. So that's it in a nutshell. It's a little bit more intricate, but that's basically it in a nutshell.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole. And I know things have changed a little bit because of our new mortgage model that we're going to talk about later on in this interview. And now we currently don't really have like a family service department. Now it's more like the housing program team, like yourself, the housing program manager. So I guess we're gonna go back to this because I'm gonna also ask you more about your new mortgage model, and these steps might differ a little bit, but roughly this is how an application form would typically go through us here at Habitat. So We just finished a 41 unit condo up at Leahy's Lane, and do we have a lot of news, a lot of things that might be coming up. What is the best way that people can get all of the news about home ownership opportunities?
So ultimately, the best way is to sign up for our newsletter. It gives all the information of anything new and coming, so you can register your interest in upcoming and current home ownership opportunities, subscribe to our newsletter to stay tuned for events, join a mailing list, and you can also unsubscribe at any time.
Perfect. And if you don't know where to do that, go to our website on our program, on our housing program page. There's a link to where you can also sign up there. Also, if you go to an Instagram, you click on the link tree, and there's also a link where you can subscribe there. And if you don't remember all of this that I'm telling you, you can just give us a call, and we will be more than happy to sign you into our newsletters. Now, Nicole, if someone else has questions, how can they directly contact you?
So they can call me at 705-874-0201. I'm also extension 217, or you can just ask for Nicole. And you can email me at homeownership@habitatpkr.ca.
Perfect. So home ownership at habitatpkr.ca. Our phone number is 705-874-0201. Okay, thank you, Nicole. And now we've been talking about, if people want to get news about projects that are coming up, you can actually just tell us what's coming up, what's in our horizon, what are the new activities that we're doing. Are we building more? Where? So yeah, tell us everything.
Yeah, we actually have a lot in the pipeline, and it's very, very exciting. So the newest is our Leahy's Lane Phase 2. It's going to be a 12-unit stacked townhouse condo building in the city of Peterborough. So it's actually going to be almost right beside our 33 Leahy's Lane there, and we're hoping to break ground on that this fall. And then also we're building our first Habitat 3D printed constructed house, and our first home in the community of Fraserville. So that's going to be on Atkinson Road in Fraserville. So it's about 10-15 minutes south of Peterborough. And we're actually going to be building for our first time, hopefully, a couple houses in the town of Omemee. So it's going to be a great spot right between Lindsay and Peterborough, and even close to Bobcaygeon. It's actually a great little central hub for the city of Kawartha Lakes. So we're really excited about that as well.
Perfect. And it seems like, it's not only in Peterborough, it's not only, in Lindsay where we've built before, it's in other places too. And I guess our goal is to really reach to all of our area, right? Because we are an affiliate of this area, and we should serve the people that live within those boundaries. Now, you were just mentioning about the new build, the 12th unit close to Leahy's Lane. How can people learn more about this? Because it's our next step, right? It's gonna start, like you said, breaking ground hopefully this fall. So how can people learn more about that? And are there still spots available? Can people still apply?
Absolutely. So the best way to find out information and ask those more intricate questions is to sign up for our virtual information session. We have them once a month. They're in the evening between 7 and 8 p.m. So, after everybody's gotten home from work, hopefully had some dinner. So the best way to sign up for that is to visit our website at habitatpeterborough.ca, and then under the home ownership, at the very top there it'll say sign up for a virtual information session, and you can sign up right there, and it's free to attend, there's no cost, or you can call me at 705-874-0201, and you can just give me your information and I can sign you up.
Perfect. Thank you, Nicole. And just to be clear, those information sessions are not recorded, are not available for you to look after. It's you have to be there, you have to sign up, and you have to ask the right questions. So again, visit our website or call Nicole, and we will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Now, Nicole, is there a limit of how many people can register for the event, for the online session?
No, there is no limit. So the more the merrier, and it is live. It's through Zoom, and it's with me. So like I said, it's a great way to ask those questions that aren't answered on our website or aren't answered here today. It's just a great way to interact with me. I get to know you, you get to know me, and like I said, just find out those little details that have been lingering.
Yeah, no, perfect. Now, going back to, we briefly talked about that we're having a new mortgage model. And can you tell us more about our new mortgage model and also a little bit about, or the classic model that we used before? And yes, for those who don't know really how Habitat's mortgage work, we are making some changes, and as I said before, this also changed the way the application process goes through.
Absolutely. We think that our new mortgage model is really very efficient, and it's allowing us to serve even more families. So we adopted a new mortgage model that would help more families have access to affordable home ownership while generating sustainable funds to invest in the building of more affordable homes. So while the classic model is still available, we haven't gotten rid of it. The new financial partner model has proven to be successful at providing affordable mortgages for homeowners, allowing them to build even more equity while converting the cost of construction so that Habitat, Peterborough and Kawartha region can continue to build more affordable homes for local families. So the classic model is no down payment. There's no interest mortgage held by Habitat, Peterborough and Kawartha region, and the construction is financed by donations and previous homeowner payments. The new mortgage model, again, is still no down payment, which is fantastic. We have a financial partner for your first mortgage at a low interest rate. Habitat, Peterborough and Kawartha region carries the second mortgage with no payment to you until you sell or refinance. And there's an equity stake payable on sales and refinancing. So again, we go over this very in depth in our virtual information session. We go over it with examples, and it's a very visual information session. So like I said, if you have any questions about these mortgage models, I strongly encourage you to sign up for this information session. As far as I know, everybody that's left, feels like they have a really good understanding of how it works.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Nicole. And again, it's really important to mention that there's no down payment, right? And I think that's something that is really hard right now because prices of homes are like going to the roof, and people or people that were starting to save for a down payment, now it's impossible because they have to pay a certain percentage of the cost of the entire home. Now, once again, Nicole, how can people contact you, and where are you located? Where is your office?
So we're located at 300 Milroy Drive in Peterborough, and you can call or email me. So the best number is 705-874-0201, or you can email me at homeownership@habitatpkr.ca.
Thank you very much. And also visit our website, habitatpkr.ca, and you can find more information there. Thank you very much, Nicole. I think we only have left some few questions, and those are more of a personal questions. But how is a typical day for a housing manager?
Every day is very, very different, and that's one of the reasons why I love my job here. It's it's the contact with the potential homeowners, with the applicants. It's getting updated information. It's guiding them on how to make their application better. It's receiving new applications, and there's a lot of math in this role, and it can be a lot of fun. And I just love being in contact with past homeowners, current homeowners, and hopefully some future homeowners. So like I said, every day is so different, and just making sure that all the applicants, I've got all of their information and that I've got everything ready to go to the bank. And, I'm looking forward to approving some applications.
Okay, yeah, that sounds exciting. Thank you, Nicole. And what is one of your favorite things about working for Habitat?
My absolute favorite thing is the ability to make an actual positive change in the community. It's a tangible change. We can see it. We can look at it, like 33 Leahy's Lane, seeing that huge building, knowing that there's 41 happy, healthy families building equity, building their lives. It's such a great feeling to actually be making a positive and great change.
Wow, thank you very much, Nicole. Again, everyone, this was Nicole, and she is our housing program manager. And my name is Mauricio Interiano. And if you have any other questions, if you want to learn more about our housing program here, visit our website, habitatpkr.ca. Thank you.